decided on my next project, and it's going to be a doozy, a real big one. I have had this book for probably 10 years. This is the Yashido style ball jointed doll making guide, which is kind of a classic on making the Japanese style of ball jointed doll. And this person is a real artist. I mean, honestly, this is art. This is not play stuff. So I bought this book, and back when I first bought it, I was, yeah, I'm going to make a doll like this and everything. And then I went sailing for a while, and I didn't have room to do that. So the book has kind of stayed in my possession. But the other thing is it's written in Japanese. So you can buy this book. I believe I bought it on Amazon. If not, you can certainly Google it. I'll hold this up so you can see the title. It's the Yashido Style Ball Jointed Doll Making Guide by Roy Yashido. All right, so what do you do about that whole Japanese thing? Well, there is some really industrious people who have made English translation. This was the finished doll from this book. And I'm sure ours will look a whole lot different. But anyway, I did actually, back in the day when I first bought this book, I found the English translation and actually printed out all of them, and I inserted the pages as they go along with the book. So I'm really ready to go. I don't have any excuses. It's really nice because they give you a list of all the tools that you're going to need as you go through the book, and I have the English translation, so I can find either the same products or something similar. And I've already started by ordering the initial things that I'll need. But first of all, basically you're going to do a sketch of a doll the size that you want, so that you can, really compare what you're making to the sketch as you go along, because there'll be pieces that you're making, arms, legs, etc., head. So the first thing that I had to order was the styrofoam to make the initial carvings out of. I ordered that and all the tools that I'll need to carve that, which was a small saw, a keyhole saw for smaller areas, basically a cutter knife or a utility knife that we use here, the kind that you push it out and it can retract. A woodworking rasp, which is a metal file, and I ordered a big piece of graph paper so that I can draw the doll, because I think I'm going to make it in the 1/4 size. I have a 1/4 size doll, but I don't think I can make a bigger one at this point. It might actually be easier in the sense of, bigger pieces, but I think the 1/4 size would be good. I think making a smaller one would be difficult. I had initially looked at making one that was about this size, but that's smaller than 1/4. That's more like, that's probably even less than 1/6. That might even be I don't know if it's all the way down to 1/8, but this is what you're going to draw, is this outline when you decide on the size of the doll. But I thought I could use my 1/4 inch doll to be sort of a guide too, so that'll help. And then just basically you'll need a ruler, some skewers that we're going to use to help keep the styrofoam in place, because it'll have a tendency to break. And then the styrene foam, which magically you can all order these on Amazon. Yep. So anyway, I've got these things ordered. I think they'll be here in a day or two, and this is going to be a long project, guys. This will be something that's going to take many, many weeks and many, many videos. We'll do it in small chunks, and you can follow along if you want to try to make one yourself. If you want to try to buy the book, I'll try to find the link for that, as well as the English translation for you. All right, guys, so we're going to get started on a really ambitious and challenging project to make this beautiful doll, or our version of this beautiful doll, and hopefully, learn a lot along the way about techniques and different products that you use to make these ball jointed dolls. Now, if we finish this and really feel like it's a beautiful doll, the other thing we can do is make a mold. If you make a silicone mold of the doll parts, then you can actually go back and mold resin into the silicone mold and make a resin doll. This will not be a resin doll. We'll be using air dry clay with a topping on it later that I've never used before that is particular for this artist, but that it's going to be far, far down the line. But stay tuned. Should be an interesting project. Should be challenging, and hopefully one that you'll find entertaining as well. Because I know I'll make a whole lot of mistakes, and that'll be pretty funny. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for the start of this project. Bye.